Peace, family, and happy Monday, or whenever you see this video. I went live yesterday from Sedona, and I said that I would do a recording of the messages that came out yesterday because since I was outside, it was glitching a lot. And not only was I outside, I was receiving an upgrade in my energy as well. I was also making an energetic stance of who I am and the fact that I'm not moving in regards to who I am and what I'm here to do. So there was a lot of energy transmitting at that time. And thank you so much for those that hung in on the live to at least hear some of the audio. And to receive the messages as they were coming in live. But I did state that I would do a video to go over the cards that came out and to just share what the Most High God was sharing with me. And apologies if I seem a bit groggy, but my energy is still integrating everything from yesterday in connection with the cleansing that I'm still doing. So thank you all, but this is the calling. This is my calling. I am a messenger, a translator. So let's get into the messages that came out yesterday. Never do a reading or anything like that with pre-pulled cards, but since this is from yesterday's live, I did take a screenshot, which I will, post somewhere in this video, because the cards did come out yesterday in the live. So the main message that Source was giving me was to oh, there's a white feather floating down. My God. Was to remain sovereign in the midst of fear-mongering and distractions. And even yet today, there was a lot energetically sourcing through, and I had to remind myself, remain sovereign. Remain sovereign. And what is it to be sovereign? When those situations come up where you're faced with a choice to either give into the energy of what's being projected, or you can take a stand to say, I have the right to choose different. You can deny what someone is putting out there, what someone is projecting out there, even if you do have to engage with it. You get to engage with it as your own individual, as your own energy, in your own way, how you desire to. So the first card that came out in the live was the Lumerian seed codes. And with the Lumerian seed codes, we were talking about us being the crystal. We were talking about how we receive the information. We're talking about how our bodies are the vessels, how our bodies are the portals, but also what's coming in the energy in these next few days are codes from Lumeria. And with the moons that is coming in, we're receiving access to other knowledge. We're receiving access to be drawn in or pull or integrate other information, other knowledge that's being given to us at this time. So this being the first card out yesterday and alive really sets the tone for what is happening over the course of these next few moons, or 57 days or something like that. So over the course of these next few weeks, or essentially next few months, what will be happening in our energy fields. And this says embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, living with grace. So if you can pick up the energy of a crystal, that's because you're sensitive to the energy. Crystals also pick up energy as well, but if you can see like how this energy is, it's landing. It's like landing within our energy field, right? We have energy below, we have energy above. It's emitting, right? It's opening up something. It's a portal of energy. So those who are sensitive enough have access to receive that information. And then we also had ancestral realm, karmic release, healing the lineage and boundaries here. So if you have been doing any kind of detoxing, any kind of healing of your light bodies and releasing that of what our ancestors um, passed on in the DNA. This is also a time for us to receive those DNA upgrades, and also DNA upgrades from when we were in Lumeria, right? So those of us who have that kind of DNA are receiving healing, right? We're receiving, this is literally like the information really coming in for us to sift through and shift through. I'm hearing atomic gold. What is it? Monatomic gold that some people take. That can be significant to someone, or something that we should incorporate. I will have to do some research on that, but I've heard of monatomic gold. I'll have to look into what that is. I'm not too familiar with that, but looking at this, that's what I just heard. So healing the lineage in an ancestral realm. Again, knowing who you are, knowing how to utilize the light beings that are contacting us at this time, the celestial beings that are contacting us at this time, being able to tap into the ethers. This looks like sacred fire to me. Okay, transported, being transported to other areas, right? Stargates, being transported to other areas, other sacred sites, other realms. Some of you could be visiting these places while you are resting. Pleiadian activation, again, the energy of what a stargate does, it sends us to other areas in the cosmos, other beings coming in through these vortexes to communicate with us, coming together, literally coming together, harmony in the heavens and resolution. So the heavens coming to us, connecting in with our chakra systems. You could be someone that works with this energy a lot. Blue and purple could be significant. Also, those chakra colors, right? Our communication, our third eye, our crown chakras here, but the opening up of how we are receiving information. If you look at the Stargate movies, how it opens up, right? This is also giving me water, right? Sacred water energy as well. I've never fully stared into this card like this, but I can see the sacred geometry, right, moving in this card. And then we had Halls of Amenti, initiation, secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, and what is this? Initiations. So we were talking about how you can self-initiate through your higher self, how your higher self and the Most High God is the only source that can really initiate you into something. I don't care who you are, where you go, what religion or spirituality you go to, they still need guidance from your higher self tells them who you are. And if for some reason you can't hear it, then they'll tell it to you. But all you have to do is connect in with yourself, connecting with your higher self, and self-initiate into your own knowledge, right? Tapping into our Akashics, our history, right? Tapping into our history, okay? Receiving information about who we were, who we are, because it's not even who we were. It's not even who we were, it's who we are. And those of us who know who we are, we're starting to receive more and more information internally about who we are. Treasures are being uncovered in the midst of ourself, in our DNA, and it's unpacking for us. And we're going through all these shifts and all these internal transits to remember, because this is not learning, right? It's remembering. All of this stuff all this has already happened. This video has already happened. All this is already happening. It's how we're perceiving what's called time, how we're looking at it, and how we're remembering, right? We're choosing what aspects to remember, because there is no there right there. There's only right now. And with me being in Sedona yesterday, I was literally sitting in the energy, sitting in earth to receive information, right? Wisdom transmission, earth intelligence. Wisdom transmission. Crystals transmit energy. We're looking through a crystal right now, right? This second moon is coming in to do what? Bring in wisdom, to bring in activations for us to accept, fully accept the changes that have already here, that's being revealed. That's why they're disclosing so much information, because the energy is it's in our face. I've never heard of there being a instance where Earth would have two moons, even if it is for 57 days. But what is the significance of that? It's a wisdom transmission. We've been talking about in some of the lives, some of us has been in the wealth transfer. Things have to change. We're connecting, and as we are being grounded, right, sitting in nature, connecting all of our chakras, not just the seven, but all of our chakras, all of our light nodes in our bodies. And as we're sitting with earth, and sitting and connecting with our soul families, we're powering up. We're receiving more and more and more information. We're initiating ourselves. We're initiating our soul family. And the closer we get to each other, the more powerful we get. And we're activating at such a rapid rate, they have no choice but to start to share the information, because who are you going to hide it from? You can't hide it from the people who have access to it via our DNA, via who we are, right? You can't. Highly sensitive and empaths. You can't tell me what I'm feeling. You can't tell me I'm not feeling what I'm feeling. You can try to, but I sovereignly know what it is I'm feeling. You know? We are the crystals, right? The next card also that we got was the Age of Light. This is connecting in with our light bodies. This is utilizing the pyramids. This is us being the pyramid. This is us being the ones who have access to this technology. This is us being the ones opening up the vortexes within ourselves to receive this information, right? And I said I was called to go to Sedona yesterday. I went to go receive my light activation. We're being called to accept our light, and to no longer be disillusioned and lied to about who we are. No longer be lied to about who we are and why we are, right? A lot of us are starting to see in our soul tribe, seeing purple pyramids and sacred geometry and things like that. It's your light code. It's your sacred geometry. Okay? You've been training for this for lifetimes, which means you are here to remember. If you've been doing something for lifetimes, not a lifetime, but for lifetimes, that means you're here to remember. And how do you remember it? Through your DNA. How do you remember it? You go through the transformation. Things changing on a cellular level. Deep healing. Thank you, Source. We are going through these activations and releasing all these attachments on our light bodies, because we are changing on a cellular level to remember. To go through the sacred gathering, to stand and say, I'm here, I'm present, right? I said, be present in your healing, which is what my live yesterday was about. Be present in your healing. You are changing on a cellular level. We are changing on a cellular level. And as we're changing on a cellular level, and as we're accepting this, as one thing Mama T said, which was funny on her live, they're going to be jumping onto our backs trying to run through the stargates. And when we get through, they're gonna fall off like they hit a brick wall, because we have the access to it. If you've done the work to fully integrate and activate your cellular level, your DNA, who you are. And it's time for us to come together. It's time to stop bickering about shit. It's time out for that. If you're gonna bicker, be on that side. You're not here for the light. If you're gonna try to misuse somebody else's gifts because you ain't did the work, it will be illuminated. And we will see right through you. You can't use a sovereign being. But what is coming out is how people were trying to pump fake creation, how people were trying to, I forgot who I heard that from, how people were trying to, but I love that phrase, you can't pump fake creation, you can't lie to the universe. You can't lie to the universe. Your energy gonna tell on you, your vibration will tell on you. It's time out for all of that, all of the wishy-washiness. All of the don't listen to astrology, but following birthdays. Which one is it going to be? Because they're using these secrets. They're using these keys. They're using these tools. They're just tools that the Most High created, that Source created. They're using this stuff and they're putting it right in front of our faces. But people want to bicker and talk down and lie and put out all of these fear tactics and everything going on with politics and Diddy and baby oil and all of the other shit that don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. Tap into here. Change your cellular makeup. Unlock yourself. Because the stuff that's about to start coming, the stuff that's already here, the stuff that's already here. Cue Scar and Lion King, be prepared, be prepared. Be prepared. Be prepared. I was telling the Soul Tribe, Source had me pushing through all kind of energies yesterday, and hopefully they don't have me go live in the middle of a hurricane because I'm going. If the Most High God said go because there's something there for you, I'm going. If the Most High God said activate your light body, I'm doing it. Why? Because when it's time to go, I'm out of here. When it's time to go, I'm out of here. Not trying to go through the top, but through here. Your consciousness, your vibration, your frequency, your illumination, your light body. Right? Out of here. Out of here. So that's what the message was yesterday. We have to be who we are. We have to be who we are. And my chart is ruled by Mercury, so I'm a communicator. I'm a communicator. I communicate mysticism, spirituality, right? All up in my 11th house in the community, amongst groups. I'm unique, I'm weird, I'm quirky. I go through stuff. I go to multiple places. Wherever Source says go, I go. My head is tingling. But I just wanted to, again, it's so important. It's so important to be in alignment with your highest self and the Most High. It's so important right now. It really is. It's important to know who you are, right? You are the key. You have your own blueprint. And when you know who you are and you know how to utilize the tools that will put in you while other things are shifting and transiting and moving around, you can move with a sense of knowingness, of firmness in who you are. And as things are coming in and you're constantly in the space of, I know who I am, so how are we going out here today? What's going on, Source? Tell me what to do. You have the true power, that of your inner knowing. Right? Not your inner belief, but your inner knowing. So unpack yourself, right? I offer natal chart readings. You can go to my website, parisjintuitive.com. I have it linked on my TikTok. Even if you don't want to come to me to do it, get a natal chart reading. Learn who you are. Learn your progress chart. Figure out how you are operating while things are coming in. What do you need to heal? What do you need to let go of? What should you heal? What should you let go of? So that you can be who you are, so that you can meet up with your soul family, right? Meet up. And some of you are probably seeing this in the spiritual realm, or when you're resting. You're meeting up with people. You're receiving your downgrades. That's also giving me like light beings just touching down. Just touching down. So I just wanted to share that message from yesterday's live, since it was so glitchy. And again, thank you to everyone that stuck through to get some of the message as it was coming out. And I'll see you guys around. Peace. Love y'all.